Welcome! In the previous sections, we are performing authentication. In this section, we'll be doing custom authorization with Servlet API and reactive API. So we'll start from understanding difference between authentication and authorization. Next, we'll be defining access roles in our application. Once we will have those roles, we'll be able to define rules based on them. So we'll be guarding access with annotations for Servlet API, and second way we'll be guarding access programmatically for reactive API. At the end, we will be performing testing of our code. And this is a first video in which we'll be understanding difference between authentication and authorization. We'll answer a question what an authentication is and what an authorization is. At the end, we will see how we can leverage roles to achieve authorization. So what an authentication is? It is performed when user enters into our application. So for example, if he wants to access protected site, he needs to log in. If you remember our secrets time endpoint, to access that, our user needs to log into our application. So he needs to perform authentication. Once he logs in, we know who that user is and we know that he can access our website. So this is a first step. But sometimes we need to have more sophisticated and fine-grained control over access to specific resources. To do this, we need to perform authorization. So sometimes our application can have resources available to specific user, but also only for an admin. So we want to distinguish in which role user that login is. So one user that logged into our application can be a normal user. So he will be in role user, and other user could be an admin. So it will be role admin, more complex role and more advanced, so he can access a lot of more things. But to achieve that, we need to perform authorization in our app. So let's start from answering a question what a role is. What role can we define? So for example, user can be in role normal user. It means that this user is normal and have access to some subset of data and endpoints. But on the other hand, user can be in role admin. If it is admin, he can access additional things. So our login process for admin can be more protected, for example, but once he will log in, he will be able to access more things because he will be in a specific role admin.